Welcome to the Sky Show, everyone. Don't worry, I got it handled. Kevin's not here right now.
Shh.
What were you doing down there?
That's what. It's not what you people think, okay? I dropped my pen. Seriously.
Don't get rumors started. Myself.
Huh?
Hold on, your mic is messed up, man. All this.
Stop feeling on me.
Right. Sorry. Anyway,
welcome to the Kevin White Show.
Darn it.
Actually, the Kevin and Sky Show. Don't get it twisted. The title is the Kevin White Show, but this is definitely.
I was doing fine by myself.
This is definitely the Kevin and Sky Show. This is definitely the Kevin and Sky Show. You were doing good by yourself the first couple lines. I gotta hand that to you. Real quick, how are you today in this heat wave?
I'm good. I'm drinking loads of coffee. I'm on my third one.
Which will probably dehydrate her, and it's like 105 degrees with the heat index.
That's right. It's very hot outside, guys. So we got some fun things for you guys to do in the heat.
We actually do, but the first thing we have to do is talk about an epidemic that is basically just all over the United States of America right now.
Uh-huh.
And it spawned from the fucking Sci-Fi channel.
You know what? I've watched that channel, and it's a little crazy.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
Yes.
Sharknado, people. If you haven't seen it, you can catch it tonight at 7 o'clock on the Sci-Fi channel. They will be re-showing that shit. I don't know why, but for some reason or another, it has quickly become an American cult classic. Everybody's talking about it. They're tweeting about it. They're Facebooking about it. They're Vining it. They're anything that, on the social media network, they are talking about Sharknado.
Yep. I'll be watching it tonight, guys. It's
one of those movies, everybody, that you have to watch it because it's so bad that it's good. It's fucking funny. It's hilarious.
It's got some people. It's got Ian Ziering from 90210.
Tara-Reid.
Tara-Reid.
He's a stripper, right?
He's a Chippendale stripper right now.
Right. So he's making his. And now he's going to get paid again because...
and I'm sure he's going to be walking around with no shirt in his movie, fighting sharks.
And fighting sharks.
That's
he's fighting sharks, and basically the plot of Sharknado is, if you guys are not up with current events, and if you haven't heard about Sharknado, you are definitely, your swag is in the trash can, okay? Because everyone's heard of this shit.
The movie did really, really well. It had 1.3 million viewers.
Which is actually...
when they aired it.
It's funny that you said that, because that's actually a little below the typical sci-fi release when they release a movie.
Really?
It's actually a little, but
that sounds like a lot to me.
It kind of snowballed because people were more interactive with the movie. Like the movie was there were scenes that were so outlandish that people would tweet, and there'd be like 5,000 tweets.
Like, oh my God, did you see
Did you see this Sharknado? Hashtag, and people were doing it, and it just caught on, and it snowballed and snowballed and snowballed to all of a sudden they're talking about it on this Today Show. They're talking about here. And they've signed up for a part 2.
A sequel. So guys, this is what's happening. Los Angeles is hit by a huge hurricane, right? The whole city floods. There's fucking sharks flying around in tornadoes. They're swimming through downtown. They're swimming through downtown LA. So you guys better watch it. Anyway.
And they're fighting off the sharks because now LA is a shark-infested city, you know.
Ziering to the rescue with a big chainsaw.
Yeah, except they have no Crips and Bloods fighting off. That's who I would get to fight the sharks in LA. I would have all the gang members. I've had the Crips, Blood, line them up to get rid of sharks. So anyway, when a movie is so bad that it becomes good, I started thinking, what are some crazy movies? I thought about the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which everybody loves going. That's a cult class. That was
pretty bad.
That was bad, but it's fun.
Sometimes I watch the Sci-Fi channel and I watch and I'm like,
because the shit's so terrible.
Bad. And it looks so fake, but I can't stop watching it.
You can't. It's one of those movies where you get sucked. It's like Jerry Springer Show back in the day. You just get sucked into it and you can't stop watching.
They had some kind of Jersey Shore movie on the Sci-Fi channel with sharks and a whole bunch of like really out crazy
and then
Guidos.
Right.
Did you see that?
They had that, and then and it's always something that's fucking does with sharks, people. They had Sharktopus,
alligators,
Sharktopus or alligators, and we were just like, man, let's think back. It's some of the crazy movies. One, when I was growing up, was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I never saw that.
It was just so fucking
stupid.
And people, it is stupid. If you have the chance to go out and rent some of these movies, you'll laugh, you'll giggle your ass off, especially if somebody's just something, or drinking a couple shots.
Then it's really funny.
It's really funny.
So if you guys are hot and you're bored and you don't know what to do, we're going to give you guys a list.
It's a list. Now, some of these movies, the first movie that made the list, and we went way back. The first movie was Troll 2. Now, people are going to be like, Troll 2, probably because you didn't hear of Troll 1, okay, which was just Troll, okay? Troll 2,
is better than the first?
Troll, the movie Troll was terrible.
Do you love saying troll?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. I'm getting, it's a dedication. It's basically me shouting out all the trolls that are on YouTube,
Shout out to all the trolls.
Shout out to all you trolls. I have a great relationship with you people out there. But, Troll was terrible. Okay, Sky? Yeah. So, then, this production company says, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a movie, okay? And it's really about goblins, but we're not going to name it Goblins because we don't think that'll sell in the States. We'll name it Troll 2. So they named the movie after a movie that already sucked. So they said, you know, we're going to name it Troll 2 because either the people who liked Troll, the 3.5 people that liked it.
The 3.5 people?
4.5, I'm
these
exaggerating.
Goblins were special guys because they were vegetarians.
Yes. The goblins in this movie, okay, the whole plot is based on this family being pursued by vegetarian goblins, okay? I'm not making this shit up. Vegetarian goblins that want to turn the family into vegetation or plants so they can eat them. That's what the whole plot of the movie's about. That's why it made our list.
What kind of vegetable would you be?
Huh? What kind of vegetable would I be?
What kind of vegetable would you be?
Sweet potato.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be a cucumber because I'm cool and refreshing.
Maybe I should be a cucumber.
Sweet potato.
I've already got a cucumber. Anyway, right. The second movie that made this is a funny movie. And why? It's funny because we have notes, everybody, and Sky was like, I don't understand this. What the fuck is this? I'm like, Sky, don't worry about it. No one who's watching the show understands Plan 9 from Outer Space.
I was going to say it. You took my line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No one's heard. I mean, people who are older than us have heard of it because it was made in 1959.
We've never heard of that.
And
that was way before us.
It was way before. It is still on one of the worst movie lists. And
it must have been really bad.
It was bad, but the history behind why it was so bad was because Ed Wood, if you remember, Johnny Depp made a movie about Ed Wood's life. He was this real, like, eccentric, like, cult movie director.
Okay.
And he had a relationship with Bela Lugosi. And Bela Lugosi, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, was like the vampire Dracula in 1939. He was famous. He was a famous, yes, he was a famous horror movie star.
Yeah.
And towards the end of his life, he lost a lot of his money. He battled with addiction problems, and Ed Wood was his friend and
wanted him in this movie.
Okay. Well, Bela Lugosi died. During the filming
of this movie.
And the movie is so terrible because, one, it has no plot. It's just rotten.
I know, because there's no description about it. I don't even get it.
It's so terrible that he was just using Bela Lugosi to sell the movie. And then when he died, he actually had his wife's chiropractor become the actor.
Hey, excuse me, can you just replace this part? And they don't look anything alike.
One's tall, one's thin.
One's bald, one has hair. Anyway.
Yeah, and he would just put his hand. So it got the worst movie. And you guys can see why. Now, in 1964...
I was reading about this. I think it's fucking funny, man. It's fucking funny. Santa Claus conquers the Martians.
5 years later, I said, you know, we're going to top fucking Plan B, Outer Space.
I think it's funny.
Tell them about the plot.
Okay, so the little aliens in space are seeing Santa on TV. And they're like...
The kids, the little baby Martians.
The baby Martians. They're like, we want to meet Santa too. So
they pick up a broadcast, right?
Yeah, they pick up a broadcast from Earth. So they decide, you know what? We want our kids to have
a Santa Claus like the Earth kids do.
Like the Earth kids. So they just kidnap him.
They kidnap
him into outer space.
But Santa Claus ain't having it.
No.
He conquers those bad boys.
Anyway, but I think that's funny.
And he conquered the charge for being one of the most terrible movies ever invented. Now, this is one that a lot of people will be able to identify with. At least a lot of our...
I've heard of this one.
Of course you did. Yeah. Battlefield Earth, okay? Battlefield Earth was made in 2000 and it starred John Travolta in...
That's not even that old.
No, it's only like 13 years old. And Forrest Whitaker also was in the movie. It was so terrible. It was based on the first half of Ron Hubbard's novel that had the same name. Mm-hmm. And, you know, people thought, obviously, you know, Ron Hubbard and the whole Scientology thing and how Travolta's linked into that and stuff. It just was... It had a poor box office intake. It put the company, the production company, Franchise Pictures, into financial ruins. It was just terribly done. Terribly done. And on that note, I'm done with this shit. What are you doing?
Look behind you.
What is that?
I'm sorry, I was just in the mood. Remember? Back when you were a little kid, I'm like, you know what, I'm bored with this movie shit. I'm just gonna give him some bunny ears.
Alright,
guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Street Slang 101.
Oh, fuck.
Sky.
See what you people did, man. Now she's all like hopped up and
say it all ghetto.
She's hopped up. I'm trying to say it all ghetto. But she's hopped up because you guys were like, oh, it was so funny when Sky did Street Slang 101. Now she's taking my shit.
Was it funny or was it funny?
It was funny, and you got... I I did suck at it. You know, I was definitely not
Are you ready
representing my urban
for
culture.
question number 1?
I am ready for question number 1. Street Slang 101. Bring that shit
ready?
on. Yes.
No-shalizing.
Huh?
No-shalizing.
No-shalizing. Basically being a hermit. Not socializing at all.
Well, be more specific, man.
Like, you know, you have a group of people and everybody's sitting there talking and you're like the one person that's not putting input and it starts to make everybody feel uneasy because you're not socializing.
Okay, you're close. All right, this is what it is, people. It's the act of being out in public, right? Like in a restaurant, in a bar, in a coffee shop.
Pretty cool.
And the only person you're spending time with is your mobile device. You're ignoring everyone around you, but you're on your mobile device.
Yeah, I don't think I got that one right. Yeah. You enjoyed that. This is the face I saw. I don't know if you guys could catch it from Sky's profile.
It was good.
Okay. So I'm 0 for 1. I'm 0 for 1. I'm good. I'm ready to do this shit.
Okay, ready?
Let's go.
You know what? This second one might be you. Okay.
Oh.
Red Bull without a cause.
Huh?
Red Bull without a cause.
Red Bull, that's when you just drink Red Bull all the time.
Why?
Huh? Because you need to be fired up and wired up. Just like you drink your coffee. I'm the Red Bull, you're the coffee, right?
Yeah, but that's not the right reason.
Red Bull all the time?
Red Bull without a cause.
Red Bull without a cause. That means you're drinking Red Bull because you're addicted to it. Like you're drinking Red Bull in your drinks. You're drinking Red Bull in the morning to get you up. You're drinking Red Bull, you're just... What?
The act of drinking Red Bull when you're already wide awake, but you're just simply drinking it because you love the taste.
Well,
that's not the same. God. Who likes the taste of Red Bull?
I do. I drink that shit.
I've
cut back on. I don't drink it anymore.
Most people drink it with vodka, or they drink it to wake up. You're just drinking it because you love the taste so much.
Yeah. Well,
should we give it to you?
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know. We can vote on the comment board below.
I don't know. You guys tell us. I don't think
I'm kind of getting close on both of these, but you know what? You know, since I abused you at this game for so long, I'll say I'm 0 for 2.
I'm having so much fun. You ready for
I can see that. Okay, number 3.
Send and run. Send and run.
Send and run. Send and run. Send and run. Basically, someone talking shit over the email. Like you push send, like and then you're out of there. Like a keyboard cowboy.
Kind of.
You know, like okay, I'm gonna talk a mad shit, send, and I'm out of here. You talk shit, or you're talking. You know, it's like a troll.
I'll give it to you.
What is it?
Okay, it's basically when you're like delivering some bad news to someone, or you have something bad to say to them, but you don't want to deal with the response. So you do it like right after 5 p.m. before you leave the office, or you do it right before like a holiday, or before you go away. Click so you're done. You don't want to have to deal with it.
Right. Which is completely impossible to do nowadays
because
the shit will come right to your smartphone. That must have been an old ass one. That's probably why I didn't get that shit. That's an old street slang.
Yeah, because all that shit follows you on your smartphone.
That's just like that's like a Huggy Bear pimp slang. That's just old as shit.
That's because I'm cool, man.
That's just because I'm cool, man. Let me ask you something. Do you watch a lot of sports, Guy?
Well, I have one more question.
Oh, you have? It's 3? It's 4?
4.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't done yet, man.
Oh, hold your horses. Caucasian terms 101, because I'm going to tell you what she's doing that simultaneously with Sleet Slang. Hold your horses. I don't know if I sounded ghetto enough. Okay, what's the last one?
Web glow.
Web glow?
Web glow.
Web glow. It's like when you got some happy news online and you're glowing because of it.
Bad and wrong.
Was that a fucking sheep getting drilled in the ass? What the hell?
Today? First you're under the desk doing God knows what, and now you're trying to come after me, man. All right, the answer is
what?
When someone looks better in online photos than they do in real life.
Oh, everybody is because they doctor the shit out of them.
Airbrush themselves.
Yeah,
anyway,
man.
I'm done with that.
I'm done with that.
And you got none. Really?
You got none. I got none. I 0 for 4, man. I'm just not.
I think I'm really good at
I know I'm going to get lit up on the comment board.
Yeah, please leave some comments because I thought it was funny because he sucked.
Now, getting back to sports.
Sports?
I don't know if you guys
watch sports?
Yes.
Sometimes with my man.
Tuesday night, do you remember what was going on Tuesday night?
I didn't see it, but I know what happened.
Okay.
I heard about it.
Right. Do you guys know what happened Tuesday? Tuesday night was the MLB, which is Major League Baseball's All-Star game. And it was real cool. A fan, it was just funny. This fan runs out onto the field. But
why did he do it?
That's what's so interesting about it. The fan ran out, and I'm sure you've seen the footage and you hear about it, and we see fans run on the field and do stupid shit all the time. He did it through social media, which I found very interesting because he started tweeting, if I get 1,000 I'm going to run. I'm here at the Major League.
He's in the stadium. He's watching the game, and he's on his little phone, right? So he's like tweeting.
Right.
And what did he say?
And he's like this. I'm at the, basically I'm at the baseball game. I'm at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I'll run out onto the field if this gets retweeted 1,000 times. Well, he put hashtag MLB, All-Star Game, all the proper hashtags.
People saw it.
People saw it. Bam, that shit got retweeted like 5,000 times immediately. So, the thing that's so interesting about social media and all this thing is that you're sitting at home not doing anything.
Yeah.
And it's almost
I'm
like
on Twitter.
You're on Twitter.
I read shit on Twitter all the time.
And you don't even give a shit about the All-Star Game. You don't even care about the All-Star Game. Now all of a sudden you have a complete interest in Twitter. You're like, somebody's going to do something, and I'm in a funny way or another. And part of this, I'm going to go watch it now.
I'm going to go turn
I'm going to be able to see it because you know it's going to happen before probably most of the fans do, unless they're following social media on their phone inside the stadium. You know it's going to happen before they do.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And that's what I found so bizarre about social media, how it can do things and dictate things. And then the guy said, he goes, blame it on social media. It made me do it because basically he said, hey, if I get 1,000 retweets, I'll do it. If I did. Now, the kid's mother was like,
the kid's
please.
Mom was tweeting, too.
She was like, don't go do this shit.
Son, don't do this. Don't do this. You'll be arrested.
Now, the Twitter user, his name is @MasonDillon. He's the guy that
I might have to tweet this guy.
Yeah, and say, way to go.
Yeah, I'm going to tweet him and tell him we're talking about him on the show. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
So, Mason, watch our show, or Dylan. I don't know which one's your first name.
@Mason, yeah. And
I
which
don't
one?
know.
Yeah,
but
Dylan
anyway,
Mason. I guess we should look that up and try to find it on. But I got to give it to him. That was something that was really, really original.
Well, you know what was funny? I was looking at the pictures online of this guy being tackled by security.
Yeah,
and
they
he literally is being tackled, and he has a huge smile. Right. He's
like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I did that shit. And he knew it. I know his mother was like, oh shit. But it's fucked up and stuff. But it's, because they don't know what's happening. They don't know.
Funny.
It was funny.
Anybody. It was funny.
It really was funny. And I get, you know what? I'm sorry. I have to give the kid mad props because that was something really original to do. It turned a lot of heads, and it was just so cool how he used social media to do it. I really found that just really neat. Now, moving on to the movie quote. Congratulations to guess who? Kadeem! I don't know how Kadeem gets it done.
I haven't heard from Kadeem in a long time. Kadeem, what's up, man? Where are my questions at?
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right.
He used to email me all the time with questions for you.
Kadeem
Kadeem's studying.
You know what, Kadeem? He is studying. Kadeem, send us a video, because we're doing the question and answers.
Send us a video question. We know you have a smartphone, man.
Yeah, we got a couple, and we're trying to get a bunch of them, and then we're going to start airing that all the time, the question and answer segment of the show, where people can actually send in a video question to us.
Send us a video question.
And, Sky and myself will answer it. Kadeem won it, and there was actually a couple runner-ups that were really close to him. Actually, the normal cast of crew, because there's always like 7 or 8 people that are right there.
Yeah, you guys are quick.
Anyway, congratulations, Kadeem. You won a $25 gift card to Amazon. Now, this week's movie quote. What? One name? One name? Who are you, Seal?
That's good.
Yeah, because I remember that. That was actually a very funny fucking movie. Now, that, I think, wraps it up for this week.
It wraps it up. So,
it wraps it up.
Guys, leave us some comments. Follow us on iTunes. Mm-hmm. You can listen to us in the car. You can listen to us at work. Don't tell your boss. Yeah. And follow us on Twitter.
I want to give a shout out to my boy KJ, better known as Kevin Johnson, because a lot of him and his coworkers listen to the show at work. All you guys, thanks for supporting us. Thanks for watching or listening to us, KJ. You are the man. And everybody else, if you haven't had a chance, run over to iTunes and, like Sky said, subscribe to us, because we're getting quite a podcast following. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That way you can listen to us and you don't have to, you obviously can't see Sky's lovely face. I have a radio face, but you can see Sky. You can actually hear us, and you can do it in the confines of your work.
That's right.
We are out of here. See ya. God damn!
Hit that shit! Some sensitivity, man. That motherfucker ain't handicapped. Just straight bust me in my head with a goddamn suitcase.
That sounds like an alarm. What is
That's dangerous. You don't want to do that, okay?
Danger.
Right up to danger. He's like, hey.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Hey. Holy complications. Hey, Robin. So I'm giving out compliments, you know. Telemundo. But anyway,